January 26th started like most days in my home. I was working on content, getting ready to post it on LinkedIn when I saw a trending headline that stopped me in my tracks. Kobe Bryant is confirmed dead from a helicopter crash. And this wave of emotions hit me. I felt numb and sad and confused all at once. I took a moment to tell my partner, silently hoping that taking a few minutes to talk about it will just take that wave of sadness away. But it doesn't. This news was really different. We hear of tragedies all the times in the news, and it's fair to say that oftentimes we take a moment to process what happened and then we move on with our day. It's human. We do this to compartmentalize ourselves and our emotions so we can continue to move forward and not be overcome with grief. We have our own lives to live. We do this to survive. So why did Kobe's passing hit me and millions of people all over the planet so hard? Unlike when I was an obsessed Chicago Bulls fan during the glory days of Michael Jordan, I'll admit I haven't followed the NBA much in recent years. I couldn't recite all of Kobe's accolades or his top moments or even the number of championships that he's won. But what I do know is that Kobe Bryant is a legend. I remember seeing the news when this up-and-coming basketball star decided to not go to college and aim right away for the NBA, being the youngest player to ever do it. I remember countless headlines over 2 decades of sports highlighting and showcasing all of his achievements. I also remember his unstoppable presence on the court, the fiery spirit that he had for the love of the game and for his game of life. I remember his ups and downs, the things that make us real, the mistakes we've made. I remember learning about how he embraced Black Mamba as his new identity and used that name as a transformation of himself, both on and off the court. And I remember hearing about a family man who deeply loved his wife and his daughters, and the pride he had in Gianna carrying out his legacy. But what I remember the most of all is his tenacity. Kobe never doubted himself. He knew he was the greatest because in his mind, he already was. His confidence was unwavering. Witnessing Kobe's life was like watching a bulletproof mindset in artful form. Few things shook him up, and the few things that did, he purely used as fuel to create more grit. Even when he stepped away from the game of basketball, he had a vision bigger than himself to help young athletes pursue their greatness just like he did. Kobe says, "If you see me in a fight with a bear, pray for the bear." That's the Mamba mentality behind the legend of Kobe. This quote right here is why his passing and the passing of his daughter and his fellow helicopter companions who all died in that crash on January 26th hit me and so many of us so insanely hard, because Kobe was a legend. At the age of 41, he lived a life more full than what most of us could give ourselves a chance to even dream of. I thought legends like Kobe were impenetrable. I thought that people like him were destined to live long lives because their determination would keep them on this planet. I believed that Kobe was unbreakable. I believed in him because I needed to, and I still do. I believe that we're on this earth for a reason, and we're on it until we've lived out all of our purposes. So when that fateful day happened and Kobe left us, all of those beliefs were shattered. I thought about what have I done in my life? But most importantly, I thought about what haven't I done? What have I left on the table? What are we all leaving on the table? What have we been too afraid to pursue? So the lesson here is simple. It's so simple that we forget it as we get lost in our own head trash, our insecurities, and our fears. It's so simple that if we forget it, we'll regret it. But if we become it, we truly live. The lesson: live into your legend. Odds are you are leaving something on the table. Maybe you keep putting off something important. Maybe you keep questioning yourself. Maybe you have success on paper, but you feel empty. There's something more. Maybe you feel restless. Maybe you want to create a shift in your life. This is happening because you are leaving something on the table. You forgot your grit. You forgot what makes you feel alive. You forgot why you were put on this planet in the first place. If Kobe can fall, any of us can. And we'll never know when our time is coming. But here's what I know. When you live into your legend and you find your greatness and you don't play it safe, You don't let head trash or procrastination stop you. You find that fire, you own it, and you show up, and you will live into the legend that you were put on this earth for. Kobe says, we don't quit, we don't cover, we don't run, we endure and conquer. That mentality is nothing but a choice. So write out the words, live into your legend. Write them big and put them somewhere so you can stare them in the face every single day. I'll leave you with this. Kobe says, stop feeling sorry for yourself. Find the silver lining and get to work with the same belief, same drive, and same conviction as ever. Mamba out. Rest in peace, Kobe, Gianna, and all the victims of that tragedy. May we all remember that we have a legacy to live and that there is no better time to live it than now. I'm Dr. Jen, sending you massive love.